I am Rodlyn Semple, ISO Lead Consultant at ACI Consulting Services. We will examine the term internal audit and its importance in an effective quality management system. What is an internal audit? An internal audit is a documented process whereby you examine the systems in your company based on a criteria or standard. Once this is done, you are able to detect areas of strength, areas of weaknesses, and areas for opportunity. In the ISO 9000 standard, an audit basically refers to a documented process whereby you examine the systems within an organization and you evaluate it to see whether or not those objectives have been met. An internal audit is a critical tool used in the organization to gauge how well it is functioning. For example, when someone is ill and they go to the doctor, he or she prescribes certain tests. Based on those tests, they're able to provide you with medication. So many organizations, and you're wishing to know how well you're performing, you conduct an internal audit. An internal audit should be done properly. It should be done by trained and competent personnel. When we say trained and competent personnel, they should understand the audit process and be able to identify objectable evidence and be able to report it in a manner that top management can use. An internal audit is a key role that must be implemented when you're going for certification or whether you want to implement the system as a voluntary process. An internal audit is critical and it should be done at predetermined intervals. When you conduct the internal audit process, you need to produce records. The standard tells us that the internal audit process should have evidence of the activities done. The evidence involves a checklist. A checklist is basically a guidance document which allows the auditor to ask intelligible questions and also obtain data. He or she will use that in the reporting process. If you're desirous of implementing your internal audit process effectively, give us a call on telephone numbers 501-0110 or send an email at iso@actioninvest.org.